everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Caitlin. I'm going to be vlogging my journey of me versus Crohn's disease. So for all of you who are battling it as a woman, as a man, or if you're battling any type of disease or any type of struggle and you want someone to share a journey with, here's your girl. So for my first video, I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. So again, my name is Caitlin. I live in Nova Scotia, Canada. I am 27 years old and I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 2008. So to not go through the whole dreary story in my first video, basically diagnosed in 2008 and have been battling it ever since. Been on a bunch of meds, had a couple scopes. I have an IV in here for when I was on Remicade. I had a baby, he is almost 2. So I have been med-free for 2 years, I'm going to say, and I love that. After I had a baby, I went into remission and it was wonderful. However, once he approached about a year, I'm gonna say, things started spiraling, and when I went to make an appointment with my specialist, I'd actually been bumped off as a patient. So I had to go back to my GP, get a referral, wait for the referral to go through, see if my specialist would take me back or not. Thankfully she did. She's amazing. I have probably the best doctor in Nova Scotia. She just considers everything and takes her time and listens. And she's very gentle, so it's awesome. Anyway, she did take me back, and I saw her last month. So there's a bunch of stuff that I have to go through, and the other component of this vlog is going to be about getting pregnant again. So we definitely want another baby. As I said, my son is almost 2. He'll be 2 next month. So we want to start trying for another baby, but when I saw my doctor, she did say that there are quite a few things that we have to do, well, I have to do, with the support of my family, my husband, and my son, before we can start that process. So one half is going to be Crohn's and one half of it is going to be me as a woman. So that's why I called it Woman versus Crohn's. I am a full-time worker, so I work full-time. My husband works full-time, and we have our son. So it's very, very busy, but with the right attitude, mind frame, and determination, you can do it. So for all of you out there who are battling something and struggling to get back into the workforce, it is scary, but I'm here. I can share tips, advice. I just go at it full force, and I don't let my disease impact me or limit me in my life, my work, or my relationships. So, where to start today? There's so much to tell you guys, but I don't want to just be like going on and on and on and on about something. Anyway, so where I'm going to start off for today is I'm going to start as if we're starting today. So the things I have to go through before we can get pregnant, and then after that I'm going to let it be questions. So things that you want to know, if you want to know what medications I've been on or what procedures I've been through, or more backstory about what I've been through since 2008, leave your comments below and I'll answer them. I don't want to just talk about things that people might not care about. I want to know what's specific to you guys, what you need help with, what you have coming up maybe, and you're scared about getting a test done or scope done, or going to see your doctor after a while, or getting pregnant. I was pregnant and had a baby with Crohn's disease, so if you want to know more about my pregnancy, my delivery, and after, like anything you guys want to know, just leave them in the comments, and I'm going to do a video with all the questions. So I'll give it some time because I'm just starting out and I need to start getting people following my journey. So if you can help spread the word, subscribe, and watch the videos, leave comments, that'll help it get going, because I do want to get some up as soon as I can. So maybe as they come in, I'll do like 5 or 10 at a time, and that way we can go from there. Okay, so when I saw my doctor last month, she pretty much started back from the beginning. So asked all the first questionnaires, because I hadn't seen her since 2011, and now it's 2013. So we started from there. I have quite a bit to go through over these next couple months, but she's amazing at getting me in really fast. So first thing I had was an ultrasound on my port. So they had to make sure that I had no blood clots, because it hasn't been accessed for like 2 years. I know it's really, really bad. I know. Bad, but there's no blood clots. She checked my neck, she checked here. I have no swelling in my arms or swelling in my face, which usually indicates blood clots. I don't have any symptoms, so I've been keeping an eye on it, and there's none. So I've had the ultrasound, I'm clear for surgery. Now I'm just waiting to get an appointment with a surgeon to get it out. That's probably the one I'm most scared about, because I've had one in. It was an experience. If you want to know more about that, ask. Now to get it out, I'm anxious. I just want it out at this point. It's coming up to the 5-year mark where I've had it, and you can only have them for 5 years, so it needs to come out for sure, and I'm not getting it replaced because I can't do Remicade anymore. So that was first, and that appointment was August the 20th, I believe, that I had that at a hospital here. It wasn't too bad. I got in early. They just did an ultrasound and got the approval from the doctor, and away I went. So it wasn't invasive, it wasn't painful, there was no prep, and they got me in within about a month, so that's not too bad. Next, on Friday, this Friday, September the 6th, I have my third scope. So, starting to get anxious about that, because I work full time and I have a son and all that kind of stuff, trying to juggle everything. My parents are actually going to come up and help me, and my sister's going to help me. So the day before, I'm working a half day, and then I'm coming home and starting my treatment. So you have to drink all the stuff and be in the bathroom pretty much all night, and drink like 4 liters of water, and then I don't get to eat. My appointment is Friday at noon, so my dad is gonna help pick me up because my husband works back shift, so a bunch of juggling. My son's gonna be at school. I'm gonna go in and hopefully it'll go smoothly. Get my IV, have the procedure done. I'm actually gonna ask for pictures of what my bowels look like this time. I've been through it a couple times, and where I am in my age and been through different experiences and all that, I want to be in control of my disease as much as I can. So I'm going to ask for pictures. I don't know if that's gross, probably, but I'm going to try to be as open and honest with you guys as I can. So asking for pictures, and then I'm in recovery for 2 hours after that. And then I'll come home and probably be under the weather, and I can't legally drive for 24 hours. So I actually worked extra last pay so that I can take an extra day off and recover on Saturday. So I'll do more about that as the appointment happens, and maybe I'll take videos as it's going on and then mush it together if I can figure out how to edit. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to do it one take on this because I'm new and I don't know what I'm doing. So, oh my god, my cat just freaked out. So, after that, I'm also waiting for my surgery on my port to get that out. That's the third thing. I had blood work done right away after my appointment last month, so hopefully she'll go over that soon. So that's up to 4 things that we have to do. Oh, and then the 5th is that I have to have an MRI done. So she picked an MRI, even though it's a longer procedure in a little tube, and I'm a little bit claustrophobic, but she picked that because it has less radiation than a CT scan. So she always keeps in mind me being a woman in my childbearing years, and she always keeps in mind when prescribing me meds. That's why I haven't taken methotrexate yet, because of all of the fertility issues it has. And then she tries to limit my radiation, which is awesome. So I'm having an MRI. I'm still waiting on that appointment. I haven't heard anything yet. And the reason why she wants to get that is because she can only see up so far in a scope, and she wants to see if it's spread to my small intestines or not yet. So I'm waiting on my appointment for my MRI. So that's 5 things that we're up to over the next little while. I've been juggling it pretty well. My family is awesome, my husband's awesome, and I have a lot of support that way, and they always step up to help me. So that's what's coming up. That's what we need to do before we can even start having another baby, and I am just like baby brain and I want a baby, so I'm very anxious to get all these things done. But it really helps focus my mind and get me through uncomfortable procedures and appointments and hospital time and needles and all that. It makes it worth it knowing that there is a goal, and I need to get my disease on track, see where it is after being off meds and after having a baby, and see where I am and where we're going. I want to try to keep as drug free as I can. I was on Humira prior to having my son. I didn't take it while I was pregnant. I took it like a month before I stopped taking it a month before we conceived him because I didn't want any in my body. However, she thinks I might have to take it this time, but we're going to explore that avenue after we see the extent of the disease. So that's number 1, and I'm just so anxious to find out what condition it's in. Haven't been feeling the greatest lately, so need to figure that out, and then we can all put together a plan. But my goal is to try to stay as drug-free as possible and to look into natural remedies of how to get it under control. So that's me in a nutshell, without going too much into depth and boring you too much. I hope it wasn't boring, but going from here, I want your questions, I want your experiences, I want to hear from you. It doesn't have to be Crohn's disease, it can be whatever you're going through, anything. I'm here. Ask me your questions, ask for experiences, tell me yours, share. Let me know, and I'll make up another video as soon as I get some questions. Like I said, as soon as I get a couple, I'll make another video. My phone's starting to go crazy, sorry. Okay, so it was nice to meet you. Watch the videos and all that jazz, and I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye!